All right, this video, I want to set some things straight, some people straight, because I get this all the time. When I talk about AMC, like there's no shares to stop if it starts to run now, which is the case. And I see people put about, yeah, like GTI. I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't know if they're just stupid or like touch too many men. But I'll put the record out straight. Look, when I first came onto YouTube, I said to everybody, look, that's not the price. They're parking the orders. They're batching them. There's a secondary book system. I confirmed it with some brokers that I knew overseas. At the end of the day, I knew what was happening. And I was like, all right, this is going to run. They're just delaying orders. But at the end, they're scrambling to find orders. And this is all synthetics. They're shorting every day. And I said, it's going to run. Under 30 days, that thing ran up to 72. You know the story. Popcorn dropped the shares. His people dropped the shares. Everybody dropped shares in order to push the price down. You know how that went. That was me then. Then I held down because of everybody, and I knew there was still going to be a run. And we got close a couple of times, and what happened at the end of the day? Ape, whatever. When Ape came out, and I was like, fuck, you know, I'm done with this bullshit, especially because there was so many Ape out there. So with Ape, it killed the AMC squeeze. So I said, let me go make up my money. So GTI was trending at that time. And, you know, my little circle of people who were talking about GTI, and it was just one of those things where I said to myself, 2 seconds here. I said to myself, like, okay, let me get into this GTI. I think it was like 30 cents or something, 19, 20 cents. I don't remember what it was. And bought a grip of it. And then GTI ran to like $9. And I remember holding on to it, and it dropped down a little bit. And at a certain point, I was like, okay, I saw it took profits. That stock was promising, you know, exposing the airplanes. When you're up this, I mean, I see landing gear when fucking planes go by. I start waving at people. But anyway, what happens is GTI promised to be on upstream, expose the shorts, yada, 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 whatever. Neither here nor there, but at a certain point, they didn't do, remember the expedited type thing? There was no S1s, current ones. There was nothing to take it past that $9 or something. If they did, holy fuck, that thing was going to be something. But they didn't do it. And at a certain point, I wasn't seeing information. I couldn't validate my investment in it. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. Nothing against GTI. I actually did a video telling the people that run GTI, like, make a YouTube video, explain what are you doing to expose the shorts? Like, what are you doing to force the shorts to cover? Nothing ever came of it. So I was like, you know what? Out. But it did go up to $9 from like 20, 30 cents. You know how much money that was? The same way when we were in AMC, $5, $6, $7, $8, and it went to 72. You know how much money that was? So I told you at AMC, I was like, it's gonna happen. I mean, I was like, done. Let's make our money. Boom, be done. And then GTI. Then we were in COSM. After GTI, I got into COSM. I'm like, I was buying it at, I think, 20, 30 cents. Fucking thing, you know, it ran, it got higher, but then they did that reverse split, new Cosm. It was a fucking disaster, but it still ran. People make money with it. Okay? And people make money with some other stuff. Now, there are people out there that, one, they didn't get in, so they're angry, and then they say they lost money. And then two, the people that they buy into things and they don't know when to stop themselves. They buy too much and they hold on the dream. No, the fucking dream is you never go below your floor. You don't. I've said this to you before. If you put 20 grand in, you don't play it until you come out with 10 grand. No, you're 20 grand plus profit. You don't go underneath your floor as an investor. So AMC, I got in, I said what I said. It ran, popcorn did whatever, but it ran. We had our times other. You could have sold it at 72. You could have sold it at 60. You could have sold it at 50. You could have sold a bunch of them. Then over at GTI, it went up to $9. To $9. I got some people, we were talking, we got into Finger as well. That thing ran as well. Like, I'm not against anybody out there. People want to say all this kind of stuff. You know, haters are nothing but lonely, jealous men. And I never see women do that, but there's just lonely, jealous men for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I look like a guy that fucked your, whatever. At the end of the day, trust me, it wasn't me, because if she's fucking you, I ain't fucking her. My thing is, I don't jump all over the place on different plays because there's a couple that I'm watching, but the environment, the economy, everything, I'm being very careful. But if you think that after AMC has this reverse split, merger, I'm not gonna hit a 20-cent stock and ride it up to $6, $7, $8, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm gonna make my money. I'm gonna make it in crypto as well. I'm gonna do certain things. Why? Because that's what I've done in the past and I'm gonna do. So for the people that got their butt, oh, you left GTI. Listen, I know that GTI now is doing the dividend and stuff like that, and it's gonna be climbing up. But me and my people kind of like trying to tie it up with this AMC 8 thing right now. And if we miss GTI, so be it. Okay, maybe we won't. I don't trust a lot of these fucking stocks. No, put it this way, I don't trust any fucking stock. Okay, because at a certain point they plateau, and then it's like, well, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. And then things don't happen. And I'm like, what the fuck? What are you trying to do? Bait motherfuckers to come in? I'm not down with that shit. People reaching out, hey Lou, why can't we talk about this? Like other people from other fucking, I'm like, whatever. I'm not down with that shit. I want to make money. I want people to make money. I want everybody to be safe and okay, and move on, and see what we can do. But if people are gonna post, oh, what about like GTI? I make money in GTI. I'm sorry if you didn't sell out, but that's the nature of the beast. In this fucking place, this is how it goes down. I'm sorry, but with the stock market, okay, what do you want me to do? Call you on the fucking phone, dog, sell now. I'm not your fucking broker. And even your broker wouldn't do that for you. That's just, come on. If you're managing your fucking investment, manage your investment. Don't blame nobody, because at the end of the day, you could have been greedy, a gambler. You could have got the wrong information. Oh, I'm going to hold it for more. I'm like, you got to be cautious. Also, look at your own economic situation. Could you afford to fuck around? That's one of the biggest rules in the world. Can you afford to fuck around? It's strange because people don't get it. Behind the scenes, this is what I do. I don't broadcast on it because at the end of the day, people, oh yeah, but you abandoned this, but you moved it. Like, yo, I can't be fucking around with that. When I do options and I fuck around, do you think I'm calling everybody, hey, look, I'm doing options now, this is what I'm doing? No. What the fuck? You think this is all paid by for fucking YouTube? Like, come on, be real. I've been doing this shit for a long time, but I wanted to address how from AMC, when Abe came out, I moved down, I went to GTI, that shit made money, it was a COSM, whatever, I've had a lot of people close to me try to, yeah, why don't you put this stock out there, try to do that, and I'm like, yo, I don't do that shit, because first of all, I believe that shit is unlawful. Secondly, you gotta, if the stock doesn't have the mechanics to run, then it ain't something worth talking about. There's a bazillion stocks out there. But if it don't got the mechanics to run, I don't give a fuck how much you hug me, like me, text me, tweet me. I'm not gonna do that shit. Now, if something's like, holy shit, look at this fucking stock. That's different. But like I said, you do you, I do me, we don't do each other, but now you understand. People make money with me along the way because you decided to do that. I never tell you, I don't take your money and stuff like that. As far as the caps and the cups and shit like that, I don't take that money. I've never collected that money. Hand to God, that money's not in my bank account. That money's just piling up whatever it is, and then I guess one day we'll take it and we'll give it to some fucking body. But at the end of the day, understand something. I've done things, I've made money. Everybody loses some money, but I made money. That's a good thing. I keep talking about the XRP. I keep talking about the Cardano. The Satoshis, and as far as Bitcoins, you can't do the Bitcoin. There's things that are going to run and make money. It all depends. But this channel is basically the things that I am doing. I'm back in AMC for a reason. The amount of shares that I have in AMC, if it bumps up to a certain amount of price, I'm going to take that. I'm going to hit a couple of more things. I'm going to offload it in crypto, and I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to ride the chicken apocalypse together. Look. if Wall Street winds up dying out in crypto, whatever, this channel will probably wind up being Lou versus everybody, not just Lou versus Wall Street. I love you motherfuckers, but understand something. I'm up nice and early in the morning, taking a look at all the fucking news, speaking to a bunch of fucking people, setting out everything, whether it be my options or my plays. This is what I've been doing for a long time in my life. It's kind of funny, one of my coworkers is over at FINRA, which is a kind of a scream, because I think to myself, like, if who would have known years back then it will all be like this? But hey, like I said, this is what I do. I explained AMC, GTI, COSM. Okay, so that's it. And some other place from before people made money. Just because you don't make money, don't hold it on nobody's head. You're a grown person. Remember, you got that button. You can touch it and go sell, buy, whatever. I don't run your button. I don't. So good luck, everybody. And we're getting close to ending up AMC. I guess I'll explain that in another video, but not tonight. I'm too fucking tired. You do not know how badly I want everybody out there to win, because that is a reward that you take with you on your when I'm old, if I'm lucky to be alive at that time, and I can think back and go, everybody won. You can't erase that feeling even after you leave this world. That's all I'm saying. Good night.